2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I'd like to thank you warm-heartedly for the invitation and would, of course, benefit from the occasion to appeal for more networking and the new invention of secular projects. The so-called non-working separation, saying that since the liberation wars against France, Rhone and Altar were never separated, but even consciously interlinked, has a new notion, a new name today, the positive neutrality. The positive neutrality, ladies and gentlemen, means simply no. Positive neutrality means, in practice, that the state supports religion and religious communities, while non-religious projects are not as promoted or even neglected. The secular alternative is an active neutrality, paying attention to the fact that the bases of a neutral order will be guaranteed, and in particular with a view to North Rhine-Westphalia in the educational system and its focus. This political project, however, needs qualified majorities, and majorities will only prevail if the secular project will not only and merely be considered as an atheist project. We, the secular Greens in North Rhine-Westphalia, have now almost been active for 3 years, and when elaborating on our political endeavors, we've realized that there is a lot of lack of knowledge about religion and even about one's own religion. Religious politics were a taboo for some time. Religious criticism and denial are rarely discussed in society and politics and are not separated from each other. But there is also a second issue, which I'd like to conclude with, especially with a view to the international developments, with a view to the Middle East, because you will also learn about ISIS, with a view to Turkey, where the parliament election will come up soon, and to give you an idea how election campaigns are carried out in Turkey, it's for several weeks that on rally places, but also via AKP media, Selahattin Demirtas, the competitor of Erdogan, is devaluated because in Cologne he had a piece of bread with a piece of ham in Cologne, in the city where we are, but also with a view to Europe, in particular after the attacks against Charlie Hebdo and the Copenhagen attack, but also with a view to Germany as a whole, where just recently Pegida in Cologne, Hogesa and Kugida have emerge with a new way of xenophobe groups under the coverage of religious criticism. With a view to all these issues, I would like to address that a secular movement must also define itself as a movement of freedom, standing in for an expansion of rights of freedom. And this also means including religious freedom. Because without secular alternatives, we will go for a rollback of the interlinkage of religion and politics, of moralization of politics, and the decline of personal fundamental rights, and those of non-believers or people of a different belief, and a return to violence, as the preceding speaker said. And to conclude with, in this sense, I would wish that we will jointly go for this alternative project, the secular project, understand it as a movement of freedom, but also a freedom movement to be promoted. And now I would like to wish you a nice convention to continue with. Thank you for your attention.